Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. We have talked about all kinds of different things, and I have gone so far as to say plan, prepare, and set aside medical conditions, things that you need to do for yourself and for your family. I mean, that's something we talk about. If you're on medications, do the best you can to manage them and get a reserve, a stockpile of them. Also, try to live a healthy lifestyle to where you can reduce your dependency on regular medications under a doctor's supervision as much as you can. I mean, and that's just good living. That's just what smart people do. I'm not a doctor. I do not pretend to be, even on television. You guys remember Marcus Welby? There you go. I do want to share a little bit into my life, our life here, as to some of the things that I have to do. I have an actual medical condition, and I have to maintain it through injections, and I have a low testosterone condition for about 7 or 8 years, and I have been kind of working with it and figuring it out, and I'm to the point now it's easy peasy, government cheesy, it's well regulated. I just if I don't do what I need to do, I become very old, pretty much 52. If I do not get the right amount of testosterone, which to me I would say it's almost like a miracle drug. And guys, if you are over the age of 40 and you are tired all the time and you wonder like what the heck happened to all my energy, you really need to go to a doctor and have your testosterone levels checked. Low testosterone is linked to everything from heart disease to strokes. Higher levels of testosterone in your system actually help reduce the potential for strokes, according to some studies. And again, I am not a doctor, but that is what I have read and been told by my doctor. Now, I take testosterone. I take it by injection. I take 200 milligrams every 2 weeks. I have a stockpile of these, and I work through them, cycle through them. This has a better shelf life than a lot of other medications, but it still has a shelf life. I'm not saying this is anything along the lines of shelf life of insulin, but it does have a shelf life, and it is injectable, and it goes into the muscle, and you give yourself injections. Or, before COVID, you go to the doctor and they give you injections. I have been giving myself injections since 2020, and it's not hard to do. I mean, you might need a little bit of training. I have worked in the medical field, gosh, for 20 years, on and off. So I have been around injections and medical procedures and surgical procedures and all that. So it is nothing foreign to me. If you feel like that you are run down and are completely out of energy and you don't understand why, guys, I would ask you, I would freaking beg you to go see a doctor, have them check your testosterone levels, because you would be amazed at how many people have low testosterone. Diet, environment, hereditary, A lot of different factors go into this. And again, I'm not a doctor, but read all the good information about it. But I want to show you what I do every 2 weeks or so, making sure I don't forget. I give myself an injection. It's an IM injection. IM stands for intramuscular, and I give it to the largest muscle I have in my body. Where's that, guys? It's your butt. So every 2 weeks I give myself an injection, 200 milligrams of testosterone in my butt. And a lot of people are going to be saying, this is the stuff that all those weightlifters take. You're damn right it is. Absolutely. This right here, to me, is fountain of youth. So, more to come. Okay guys, now we're back. And again, for a long time I was embarrassed by the fact that I had low testosterone. Now I'm at a point where I don't care, and I don't want any of you guys to feel that way. If you need medical treatment, medical care, talk to your doctor about this. There's no shame. Sterile, it's already made up. It is already in a liquid form, rather. Syringe. It's a 3 ml syringe. It's a 23 gauge needle. It's a long one. It's a thin one. Long, thin needles are preferable to the monster that I'm using right here. I'm going to say this is an 18 or a 20 gauge. Yeah. 18 gauge. It's a big bore, big needle. It's easier to draw the liquid with a larger needle. This is sterile. This right here, just a little ampule. What we're going to do is draw this. This is not anything you want to have your wife or your girlfriend or your kids or your grandkids exposed to when you do this. There we go. Now, 2 things about this. Drawn it up in this syringe. This syringe is now dull. Also, it's contaminated. I'm not really worried about the contamination as much as I am about it being dull, because it would go in my butt. There we go. Now, we have the thin 23 gauge. It's a long one. But we need to really get into the muscle for the IM injection. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back. We're going to try this and see. A little bit of alcohol. Take off my sidearm. Now, let's get this situated. I'm going to tuck my right foot up so this muscle is not flexed.
hard to do this and keep it in camera focus.
There we go. That is something that really helps if you have low testosterone. People will joke and tease, or they used to, but it actually can cause a lot of health problems. So it's something you need to talk to your doctor about and get addressed, because it can lead you to a higher chance of stroke, heart disease, all sorts of things. Be sure you dispose of these things correctly in a good sharps container, and dispose of them as you can. I just wanted you guys to see what I do, and I hope this helps somebody. Guys, if you are over 40 years old, you need to have your testosterone checked. Go talk to a urologist, not just your GP. Have them run blood levels. And again, I'm not a doctor, this is just what I've done. Have them run your blood levels, and they can tell you if there's a problem or anything like that. And again, yes, this is the stuff that all the bodybuilders wish that they could get, and they do get. But this is what I do every 2 weeks. I take testosterone injections, and I have a stockpile set aside for oopses. Now, ultimately, all stockpiles run out. Yes, they do. What happens? Whew. Then you have to go into a very rigorous diet change. But, you know, again, it is all something that I plan for and can address. I want you guys to know, and for the longest time I was very quiet and private about this. I was embarrassed because I had to take testosterone. I don't care anymore. With these injections, I'm 18 years old. Yes. So, I want you guys to go get checked, not just for this, but go to a doctor, get checked. We're talking about preparedness. If you have something that you're putting off, dentistry or anything like that, you need to have it looked at right now. Because, okay, let's say zombies come. What are you going to do when you crack a tooth? Or you have a filling go out or something like that. Part of taking care of your people is taking care of yourself. You really need to do it. Take care of your people, guys. Take care of yourself.